So let's see if all our goals are in the mirror. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. This is Lifestyle with Hadassah. My name is Esther. If you're new here, hi, it's very nice to meet you. And if you're a returning subscriber, you already know how much I love you. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch more videos. Thank you for always commenting, liking, sharing, all that good stuff. I'm so grateful. And if you're new here, if this is your first time seeing my face, I really hope that you like my content, you enjoy this video, and that you go ahead to subscribe and join the family. I'd really love to have you here. Without much further ado, let's get right into this video, guys. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing my 2022 goals. Have I really gone through it? I think I just took like a glance through it, but the quarter part of the year I had actually gone through my goals to see what I had actually achieved and what I had not yet achieved and what I was still like working on. But after a while, like kind of was just running, and I don't think I've actually gone back again after that time. Maybe it was like middle of the year or my birthday period, because that's when I'm usually reflecting. But like what I'm saying is, I don't think I've gone back again after that time to actually check my goals. I mean, apart from like yesterday, I just glanced through just to have an idea again of it. But let's go through it together. Let's see if, I mean, I don't really do New Year resolutions. But I like try to set goals at the beginning of every year. It's just a thing with me where at the beginning of every new year, like maybe on my birthday, because it's a new year for me, or in the new year, like generally, or beginning of a new semester, I just always like to set goals. So let's see if all our goals are in the mirror, or if we actually did achieve some of them. Guys, it's past, wait, what's the time? It's 2:22 a.m. Just because I cannot let this makeup waste see me up at this time of the night filming content for you guys. I still have hospital tomorrow by 11:30 a.m. I'll be today, not tomorrow, this morning, and I have a class by 9 a.m. God help me, God help me. I'm just trying to say, please support your girl, like my videos, share, comment, subscribe, all those things. Be sharing, be liking, so that this hustle will pay off, because guys, it is ghetto, it's not easy, but God is helping us. So but yeah, I'm just basically really cozy. That's all I'm trying to say. So get into the cozy mood with me. I have a blanket covering myself like here because I'm actually sleepy. Like I just want to finish this, do one more video and go to bed. So yeah, just relax. I have my cup of cocoa right here. So yeah, grab your cup of tea, cup of coffee, cup of cocoa, whatever it is, whatever cup you like, maybe glass of wine, whatever cup you like, and pick up your journal or your phone. I'm aware some people don't really like pen and paper, they prefer their phones. Pick up your phone or whatever it is that you wrote your goals for the year, or if you had New Year resolutions, pick up whatever it is you wrote them down in, and let's go through it together. Okay, so I'm going to start. Of course, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm obviously not going to read everything that is written here, because I mean some of them are really personal to me and I'm not going to put it out there in public, but I will read the ones that I can read to you guys. Guys, sometimes when I go through my journals, I'm just like, because like I remember where I was when I wrote some of this stuff. I remember my state of mind. I remember what was happening. Like, it just brings back many memories. So my theme for the year at church this year was my year of amazing things. Now, did I see amazing things in this year? Definitely yes, I definitely did, and I'm so grateful to God. It has been an amazing year. So basically, I had spiritual goals, physical goals, musical goals, mental goals, and emotional goals. And then I had business goals and financial goals also. I also had like some personal desires, which were like not basically goals, but personal things that I desired for myself, and like things I was praying about, which their happening was not really based on my power or my might. I was just desiring them and praying for them. So if they happened, if they don't happen, all glory to God. Regardless, let's go through them while you also go through yours. Remember to also go through your own. It's not enough to write the goals. You have to actually reflect, go back and see, did I actually achieve what I wanted to achieve? Should I move it on to the next year? What did I do that was not good enough? Why did I not achieve this? What was the problem? Was it from my part, or was it from external forces that I had no control over? That's how we grow. That's how we get better. So yeah, let's go through it. My first one was go deeper in my walk with God. Do I feel like I went deeper in my walk with God this year? Well, it depends on what your definition of deeper is. I believe I did, but I don't think it was in the way I had envisioned it when I wrote this down. Because I mean, I don't really remember exactly because I didn't put the details. But what I think I meant by this when I wrote this was like pray more, fellowship more, spend more time with God, be more consistent in my devotion, pray longer than I pray already. But to be honest, I think I went deeper in my walk with God, but it was in a different way. Like not necessarily praying more or being more consistent in devotional. I mean, to an extent I was, but not as much as I actually intended it to be. But when it comes to like being more conscious of who God is to me, I feel like in this year I had a deeper understanding of God being a father to me. So my relationship with God this year was more like it really moved from God creation level. It really moved from that to father-daughter relationship. So where it now became a case of, instead of me to feel like maybe condemned or some kind of way because maybe I was not able to have my quiet time this morning, as I'm going along my day, I'm still in communication with God. I'm still talking to God. Like things happen and I'm like, Father, I don't like what is going on. I don't feel good. Like it just felt more. I felt, let's say, closer. Yeah, like it just felt more fatherly, daughterly for me, if that makes sense. I don't really know if you guys get what I mean, but yeah, I think in this year I became more like, you know how you have an amazing relationship with your dad and you can just go. My pastor always likes to give this analogy of if his dad is eating, he can just go and dip his hand into his father's food and take meat and eat. Like something like that. Like I actually experienced something like that with God in a deeper level where I really moved from seeing him as just God to seeing him more as my father. So even though I'm very sure that was probably not what I meant when I wrote this, but I think yeah, that is enough for me. I'm happy to be more aware of God's fatherhood for me and the fact that I have a father in him and I'm his child. Like I'm not just somebody that worships him, I'm actually his child, like somebody he's mindful of. So yeah, I have a personal fast every Wednesday. When I saw this one, I laughed. I'm like, really? I never knew that. I don't know if there was any time when I ever did this. Oh, funny enough, I used to do it. I think I know why I wrote this, because last year a lot of times I used to fast on Wednesdays. Like it just always happened that many times on Wednesdays I don't eat. So it just became a thing of where I'm like, instead of just doing it unconsciously, let me become more intentional about it and actually try to fast on Wednesdays. But this year, funny thing is, this year I actually try to fast every week. Even if it's not every week, I know every month at least I fasted, like personal fast. But the thing was, most of the time it was on Mondays, because many times on Mondays is when I'll do my reset. If you see my reset routine video, yeah, I mentioned it there that most times it's my Mondays that are my reset days. So most of the time when I'm fasting is on Mondays, not on Wednesdays. So when I saw this, I'm like, really? So it was supposed to be on Wednesday? But I think I tried it this one, but it was not every Wednesday, of course, or every Monday either. Oh, this one I just read actually happened this year, but it's very personal. I cannot read it out, but yeah, that one happened this year, and yeah, I was very glad about that. I'm led by the Spirit always. Yes, the Spirit of God led me this year. Do you know, sometimes like I even feel it, like I know the Spirit of God was telling me, but I just do not listen. Like no, the leading of the Spirit for me this year was very strong, like stronger than it has ever been, and I'm also grateful for it. Guys, I have a testimony. Like I thought about starting my business. By the way, if you have not heard the news, I launched a new business, my newest baby, stationaries. Like I was just sharing with my friend the testimony of how a lot of problems I had with starting up that business, resources, production, a lot of problems that I had were solved just like that. Like, and it was very obvious that it was God. I'm not even joking. Let me give you guys the context of what I mean. So there was this company I went to for production, for the products for my stationery business. And from the very first day I stepped into that place, they gave me an email, their email. Normally I should send the stuff to them. And in my bid to put in their email, I put in a totally different email that I've never heard of before. Like I've never been to the place, I've never done business with them. I just put it, and I sent it to those people. The man was like checking his email, checking, and was like, I haven't received it. And I'm like, I just sent it. And then I showed him and he's like, oh, that's not my company, that's not mine. I'm like, oh, sorry. Then he gave me his own. Second time again, like the second time I went there again, the same thing happened. And he's like, oh, this is not my company. Like this company is at a different location. And then he told me where it was. I'm like, oh, I never even knew that place existed. I've never been there. He was like, no, I don't believe you. How do you now know? Then how do you know their email and all? And I'm like, I honestly do not know. Like it was just like, it happened like a mistake. It was God. Like it was God leading. I'm just like, when I think about it now, like my mind is blown. It was God leading me, because after everything was happening, it looked like at a point like I was not going to be able to launch this business anymore this year. And then somehow I just remember this company that I'm always writing their email. Like, I think about it, it sounds very unreal, like it sounds very strange. Like I've never been here. How do I even know their email? Why am I always writing their email? And then I'm like, let me just go and check this place out, and voila, like just like that. All the problems I had, all my concerns, everything solved, because they were able to do every single thing that I needed them to do. Everything that I would have to go to like 5 different companies to do, they were able to do it. And I'm just like, wow, God, is this how I used to work? Like it was just like this testimony. Every time I think about it, I'm just like, wow, like whoa, God indeed is a marvelous God. And I'm just very grateful, because I really experienced the leading of God this year. Let me say it's a goal, it was a desire I had. I think the goal should have been to obey the leading of the Spirit, because the Spirit is always there to lead you. Now, are you going to obey or not? Your part. I know many times that sometimes I disobeyed. Like sometimes, like let's say disobey, I did not obey. Like I just ignored, and then later I'm just like, Esther, but you know now, you felt this thing, you knew, the Spirit of God was telling you. I'm sure very grateful for His leading this year. This one. Okay, so I wanted to do this so many times. I wanted to do it on my birthday. I don't know what was holding me back. Okay, something was holding me back initially. One other time I felt like it was not time. There were different things holding me back. Well, the year is not over. I might still do it. Maybe I'll still do it before the year is over. I don't know. I'm still watching. Well, let's see. For physical goals, eat more healthily and more regularly. Did I eat more healthy this year? I actually think I did. No, I think I ate more healthy. Yeah, I think my eating was more healthy this year compared to I think I did. And more regularly. I think so. Yeah. Okay, it was like off and on sometimes. Yeah, it was like off and on. But I think I was better than last year. I'm not very sure, but I think so. Drink more water. I think so. Actually, I think I drank more water this year compared to last year. Yeah, I think so. Sleep better. This one too was off and on. Sometimes I sleep better, sometimes I sleep bad. No, but I think actually on average, I think my sleeping pattern and my sleeping habit was better this year. Yes, I think so actually. Maybe towards the beginning of the year it was rubbish, or towards the middle, but these past few months have been good actually. So much so now that if there is a day or 2 days in the week that I don't get proper sleep, like it can affect me for the whole week, compared to like before when I can go a whole week with rubbish sleeping schedule. But now, because I'd actually worked on it and it's better now, every little disturbance actually affects me a lot. So yeah, I actually did sleep better this year. Musically, score more songs and grow more. I don't know about scoring more songs. I scored songs, but I don't think it was more. I don't even know, between this year and last year, I don't know which one was worse. No, I did not score more, not as much as I wanted to. Like, I know what the goal was. I did not do that one. Grow more. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing is that I noticed my head voice got better. I don't know if that was my doing or anything I was intentional about, but I really think I did poorly musically this year. I should do better this. No, not like poorly musically when it comes to the musical aspects, but when it comes to like the spiritual aspect, for instance, like leading worship, this year I was more compared to like before. So yeah, but when it comes to the musical aspect, like scoring songs, scales, runs, all those things, I was poor, I beg. Let's say like 4/10. Oh, I even had imagine 2 songs per month. Esther, you could not do 2 songs per month. That's outside the choir songs though. 2 songs per month. I could not do that. Shame. I'm ashamed of myself. Shame on you, girl. Shame. Well, don't worry, next year. I thought it's 2 songs per week. Maybe that's I could not keep up. Just 2 songs per month. It is well. No problem. 2023. We're gonna do this, okay? We'll do it well. Mentally, I will not overthink issues. Rather, I will pray about it and remove myself from situation if possible. I think to an extent, I did this, but there's a thin line. Guys, there's a thin line between not overthinking things and just denying that those things actually exist. I think that's what I was doing a lot this year. I was intentionally denial the word. You know how like you block out a specific event from your memory? Yeah, I was blocking out things from my mind because like I don't want to think about them. I don't want to deal with them. I knew that if I should think about them, like that whole process of dealing with it, I didn't want to be there. So I was blocking out things a lot. And I know that has its bad side where you like become numb, for instance, to certain things because you're refusing to face them. So let's just move on. I don't want to go into that. Every other thing here, see, when it comes to my mental and emotional life, those are like very, very touchy areas. So let's just move on because every other thing here is very personal. I don't want to go into that. Business! Ooh, okay. I won't talk about this, yes. So at the beginning of the year, I just had my bid and YouTube businesses. My goal was to get to 50k subscribers this year. Guys, I told you people at the beginning of the year, I've been saying this since 50k subscribers. It's not fair now. How many subscribers are we by now? This December, it's not fair. But me, I still have faith in people. If you share this video, if you like, if you comment, if you subscribe, all those things, we can still do it too. The year is not over. See me, I'm not giving up. This 50k, we need to reach it before the end of this year. So me, I'm not giving up for that one. I know it's still possible. My goal was also to get monetized. All of these are possible. Just do your part. Just share. Just comment. Just like. Okay. Yes. This one's like they're dependent on you guys. If I don't reach it, you have failed me. Those are my goals for YouTube this year. To make content that adds value. Yeah, I've always been intentional about my content, but I think this year I was even much more intentional now, and I was really happy about that. Where like every content that I put in was carefully thought of, and I was sure like this content was going to add value. I was really glad about that. I read more books that can help me. I read more books this year actually. I was intentional about reading more books. Not like I read a lot. I think I read in total about 3 or 4 books, 4 or 5. Yeah, but compared to like last year, it's better. I'm not talking about novels, like actual books that can add value to my life. I'm not just reading them like just for reading sake, but actually meditating on them, taking down notes, like and trying to apply them to my life here. For that one, I tried. I'll do better next year. More sponsorships and brand deals. I got sponsorships this year. I actually got a brand deal that I turned down. But I got sponsorship. PR packages. I don't get any PR package. Oh, I don't get. Oh, there was one I was supposed to get, but I don't know what happened. Well, next year is another year. I find my niche and purpose and work in it. Yeah, I think I worked more in my niche and my purpose. I think I worked better in it this year. For beads, my business grows and provides for me. It provided for me, but not as much as I wanted it to have sales by December because of an amazing year. This one will carry it over to next year, no problem. To be ready for Black Friday sales. I was not ready, I was not. To offer better and friendlier services to my customers, I was very intentional about this, and I'm glad that I did this one. Yes, I was friendlier, I was better, I was more serious in my big business. Yeah, it was better. I mean, I've always been friendly. And sometimes I don't think I'm so friendly, but what I mean is how I would handle certain things before. Like this time I was like trying to be more friendly and gentle and kind in my approaches here. So, and I try to give better services, not like before where somebody will order bid and to take like 2 weeks before they get it. This time like you order your bid and that weekend you're getting it. I'm trying, you guys. To do better in Hungary and Nigerian branch. By the way, I have a Hungarian branch. It's not very because I have a partner in Hungary that I work with, but we're still building that branch up, so it's not very established yet. And I also wanted to start exporting my biz this year. I actually had started working on it, but alright, we'll try again next year. Financially, so here I see I save more, I invest more. Don't really run. Carry over. We'll carry them over. 2023, save more and invest more. I actually saved more, but to spend. I saved more to spend more. But let's just move on. I'm really believing God for a better financial year in 2023. Amen. Okay, to establish 2 new thriving businesses. Healthy too. Brackets, all things for faith. and stationaries brackets stationary freaks. And guys, I did both. And I'm so glad, I'm so grateful that I really thank God. And it's so amazing how I did both at the perfect time. By the way, if you've not heard, I said it before, right? Stationery. See, I don't want to talk about it. I'll leave the link where I launched. I'll leave the link so you can check it out. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm so excited for those ones here. And like, despite the hurdles and everything, I really thank God. It's not easy to start business. Oh, God is good. And finally, academically, I do better than all my previous semesters combined. This one, I'm still very intentional about it here. I'll actually, would I say better than all my semesters combined? But generally, I've done better. I mean, this is my third rotation and I'm still on fire. I'm still following my classes. I'm not tired yet, praise God. Like, actually, academically, I've been more intentional about doing better and like keeping good score, following, learning and retaining knowledge. And then for my personal desires, like they said, they're personal, so I can't share those. But yeah, guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I think on average, I'm going to give myself a, let's say 7/10 or 6, no, 7/10 in general for like how I did this year as touching my goals and like plans I had. I think let's say 7/10. 7/10. I hope to do better next year. Let me know in the comments section. If you went through your goals, how will you score yourself? What will your score be over 10? Please let me know in the comment section. I really like to know. And whatever it is, even if you don't think you did as much as you wanted to, it's fine, guys. Like, there's always next year. You can always do better. What I personally believe is that some years are not really about fulfilling any particular goals per se. Some years are just about growing. Some years are just about evolving. Some years are just about changing. Some years are just about getting more into yourself or becoming more aware of yourself or working more in your purpose. Like, that's what some years are. Last year was like that for me. Last year, I don't really think I had any specific thing that I would have said I achieved this goal. So I don't even think I had goals at the beginning of the year. Last year, I just really wanted to heal. Last year, my goal was to heal. Last year, my goal was to be sane, to be happy, to learn, to just rest. Like, basically, last year, I didn't really have any big goals that I wanted to achieve. Like, I don't start any business. Like, I just wanted to be fine. I just really wanted to be fine. I just really wanted to be sane. I wanted to be joyful. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be healed, like whole. That was what I wanted last year. And your year can be like that. That can be your goal. And it's totally fine. Like, it is totally allowed. It's totally, because I mean, if you're not healthy, if you're not okay, you can never be chasing any dream or any goal or whatever. Regardless of what your year was like, I really hope that you had an amazing year. I hope that if you had some goals for the year, I hope you're able to achieve some, if not all. Thank you so much, guys, for doing 2023 with I'm already in the future. Thank you for doing 2022 with me. Thank you for not leaving me, like, for all my subscribers. Thank you for not leaving me. For all the new subscribers that joined, thank you for joining the family. I really appreciate you guys so much. I do not take you for granted. Thank you for every comment, every like, every share, everything, guys. Thank you. I am really grateful. I look forward to seeing you all in 2023. By then, our goal will be 100,000 subscribers. Please stay healthy. Please stay safe. I really wish you an amazing, merry, lovely, jovial Christmas and an amazing new year. Please take care of yourselves. I will see you in my next video. Until then, guys, stay amazing, stay healthy, stay safe. I love you guys so much, so much, and I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I wish you an amazing 2023. Love you guys. Bye.